Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of Nostradamus's Great King of Terror. He said that in the month of May 1999, from the sky would come the Great King of Terror. There were no terrorist attacks. To the best of my knowledge, no missiles were fired at anybody on that day, which is the connection that everybody makes. So what we've done is broken the Nostradamus code regarding this prophecy. The last time we spoke in part 1, we mentioned that the year 1999, when written out, is an 81 plus 82 plus 42, which equals a 205. 1999 was broken down to 9 and 9 is 18, which is a 9, and the 19 is reduced to a 10. So basically we have 19 out of the numbers 1999. May is the 5th month, 5, 19. When you add 19 plus 5, you get 24, for 12, 26, 1956, and a 9-5 time zone birth ratio for myself is Amenhotep. My birth name and the last days here now is, of course, Eric Robert Powell. And the month of May, as I said before, when you add it up, is a 39. And then when you reduce the numbers again, you find the number 12, which is a 21. For 39, 21 equals 60, 12, 26, 1956, with the time zone ratio of birth. Now, what we're going to do is add the word sky, because we've done everything else up until then. The word sky is a 55 in alphanumerics. When we add 205 with 55 for the word sky, we find the digit 260. That's the day of my birth, the 26th. My name, Eric Robert Powell, is reduced to an 8611, which is a 25, further reduced to an 862, which is a 16. Okay, now when we take the number 260 and we add the Great King of Terror reduced, 6534, we get the 126, which we went over in the first segment, meaning that December is the 12th, the 6th is the day of creation, when God wipes out the earth, Capricorn being the major sign of the zodiac. Now the 126 is a 9. So we add 260 to the 9 and we get a 269. The 69 is reduced to a 15 for a 215. When we add 269 to 215, we get a 484. The 48 is reduced to a 12. And then the 4, we get a 421, which is my name. As I said before, Eric is 4 letters. Robert Powell, there's 12, but it's 421 based on the historic meaning of the prophecy. Also within these digits, you will find my name reduced as an 8611 and an 862. Now, with that being said, we're going to go back to, let me see, yeah, good. Okay, well, basically that's it. Now, something else has to be mentioned. We also mentioned being blinded by the light, and that 526 BC and the number 79 for Amenhotep, that's the reduction figures, is a 60565. Okay, which brings us to this part right now. Now, inside, the Jews have been massacring our people like crazy. In the last 5 years, they've kidnapped, tortured, and killed 1.3 million of our young men and women ages 11 to 16 per year, 1.3 times 5. So that's like, I believe 6.5 million or whatever. Since the year 526 BC, when I left, they've killed at least 6 billion of our people, and not the 6 million that the Jews claim died, because not a single Jew died in the Holocaust. Now, massacre, you have a tribe by the name of Massa, which basically means the lion. And then you have CRE. If you add another E, it's Cree, which is an Indian tribe which was practically annihilated. Anyway, we also have MASS, such as the Mass of Christ, which comes from the name Massa, MASSA. And then we have, so MASS and then acre for mass acres of land. And also the massacre of the Jews. They're not people, they're not persons. They want to assassinate Christ before, they want to assassinate me again. I mentioned before I'm the god Yod-He, their own god, which they're not even supposed to verbally speak of, and try not to write it down at all, because it's supposed to be sacred. So now we know that not even the Jews' own God is sacred, especially to the hierarchy of the Jews who I'm at battle against. They shall soon become among the lost souls. Massacre, when you add it up, is a 79 for Amenhotep. And inside the word massacre, when we have the alphanumeric table behind us, comes to a 1226, 1956, with a 9-5 time zone birth ratio. In another part of the same word, in alphanumerics, we find a 122656, as well as a 714. My name is a 7. My birth date, when shortened from 1226, 1956, is a 383, which is a 14. So only this one person, Amenhotep, has all of these digits. My name, Robert, is a 33, and for the 33rd dynasty of Amenhotep. And then there's also other numbers which bring me up to Hotep, which we spoke about earlier. So for now, I also wanted to mention that the word white was a 65. The word disease is a 44. There is no 1226, 1956 in this table because I am not a disease. The Jews, I was allergic to 64 different things which almost killed me when I was a youth. I didn't get over it until the age of 7. From the ages of my birth till the time I was 2 years old, I was in the emergency room twice, not being able to breathe. They'd have to put injections of adrenaline in my heart to get it started again. And so this is also biblical prophecy. When the beast tries to swallow up, even when my mother gave birth to me, to kill me at that time because I was born susceptible to all of Jews' disease. 64 different things. There's 65 total, which is the white man, the European Jew. Anybody who you see white was cursed white back in 526 BC. They stick together and keep making these, this is why the white man had so many diseases. Their god is known as Beelzebub, which is a fly. It's really a fruit fly and not a house fly. And as you know, they carry all sorts of germs. The Jews, these German Jews, carry what's called mycotoxins. And that's how they are able to spread their diseases throughout the rest of the world. They can't be born again because their systems will not take melanin because it's a salt content, and that will kill them. Nevertheless, they've been killing all of our young people, drinking their blood to the goddess Lilith in their Moloch temples. Moloch is really Moloch, which is the king of righteousness, which is my name. So they're not feeding them to me, they're feeding them to Lilith, Lilith, Lilith. That's the end of part 2. And what we're going to do now is go on to part 3, the origin of Genesis and the first human being on the planet Earth, the first man. and human, I should say. But I'm also the Son of Man and the Son of God. We'll go into that in another segment. I'll get back with you shortly. It's been marvelous speaking with everybody. I plan to save as many people as I said that I can.